Hello everybody, BrioS here. Today I have for you the poster boy of the Mech Warrior series, the 75-ton clan Omni-Mech, the Timberwolf. And this used to be the mech to play back in the day, but after several nerfs, it's a shadow of its previous self. That's why a lot of veterans like me kinda don't play it anymore because it doesn't feel like the way it used to feel. And honestly, I've not touched a Timberwolf, that sounds wrong. I've not played a Timberwolf in a while, possibly 3 to 4 years. But with a sale on right now, my words, on right now, it's 50% off. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to take it out for a spin and see how it does. And for you today, I have the Timber C, running a missiles and laser combination, which is getting pretty popular on a modern day battlefield. And this is my take on it. But before I move on to the mech lab, just take note the build I'm using, you can do it on the A, the C, or the Delta chases because of the energy hardpoint, and those three have the energy hardpoint. So anyway, before I go into mech lab, does the Timber perform like it used to? No. But is it weak? I would say it's definitely not top tier, but it's not too weak either, to be honest. Good mobility, good weapon mounts, and great hardpoints. I think the main issue I have with this right now are the overly huge side torsos, so easy to pick off, and that makes the current Timberwolf in 2020 kinda weak defensively. So let's get down to mech lab. So for this build, I'm running an ATM Meter Pulse Laser build. The main weapons are actually the 5 Meter Pulse Lasers for nice pinpoint damage, doing about I think 32.5 points of damage. And with 19 double heat sinks, that's a lot of heat capacity and dissipation. And the 2 ATM-9s only have 2 tons of ammunition each, but that's not the main weapon. It does some damage and then you close in. And for people who are not familiar with this, they would like to close in fast because of ATMs and minimum range. That's when they get within the 5 inner pulse laser range of this build. And with 19 double heat sinks, you can fire a lot without having to overheat. So this is kind of a trap for the enemy, luring them in with the ATMs and massacring them with the 5 inner pulse lasers. And with low arm actuators for the arms, these 4 inner pulse lasers in the arms can pivot up and down, left and right really nicely. And you'll see that in the gameplay, and it does really well. So anyway, 81 kph, not too bad, good speed, good maneuverability, not fantastic, but decent. So if you have not played the Timberwolf before it got nerfed, this is not too bad. So don't listen to the salty veterans like me, Timberwolves are not so crappy. And anyway, by the way, you'll see an ATM 12 times 2 ATM 12 combination, but that will be really hot, and yeah, minimum range will kill that mech. But I prefer this. This is a better all-round kind of bracket build, and you'll see that in the gameplay. It does pretty well actually. So let's go to skills. For skills, let's look at sensors first. With 2 ATMs, you want to get target decay. So 3 nodes of target decay allows me to maintain my locks 2.1 seconds longer, and a few other bonuses to increase center and sensor range and targeting time. As for firepower, I put in 35 SPs because clan mechs you want to go for high firepower 3. And with this combination, I'm getting increased ammo capacity, 2 nodes for missile rack for increased ammo capacity for the missiles, 2 nodes of missile spread, 5%, so not bad on ATMs. And high explosive is not important, 7.5% crit damage. And by the way, the combination that you see here, forgot to mention, using the C side torsos and the prime right arm, C left arm, you actually get a 10% missile cooldown and a 10% missile velocity quirk. So that's nice. So combining the 10% missile velocity quirk, the ATMs have a skill of +6, so that's 16% bonus for the ATMs. So not too bad, good velocity for them. Heat of 7.8 reduction and a range of 7 helps. Cooldown of 4.8 allows you to fire the pulse lasers a bit faster, which is useful because it's pretty cool with 19 double heat sinks. Remember, if you fire both the ATMs and the medium pulse lasers, you generate lots of heat, and that's when you have cool shots, but try not to do it. So as for survival, just a bit, 7 SPs, not really comfortable with those huge side torso hitboxes, so a bit more protection helps, and that gives me an armor bonus of about 3% only and a structure of 6. Not much, but probably just 1 or 2 points. For mobility, I want to move fast and hit hard and fade away because clan mechs, especially the side torso hitboxes of the Timberwolf, are pretty fragile, so 13 SPs to increase the mobility. And with the not too bad mobility of the Timberwolf, it's quite a decent actually. 10.5% is and 14% XL decel bonus respectively, and a turn rate of 24. Operations 20 SPs for the 5 nodes of cool run, 10% heat dissipation there, and the 5 nodes of heat containment for increase of 15% heat capacity. And finally, being a hot spill, if you fire everything, and that will happen once in a while, 2 cool shots and 2 strikes for enhanced damage. So that's it. That's the very, well, you'll see this very common, I suppose, combination of missiles and lasers. And for good reason, with the missile cooldown and velocity quirks of 10%, it's kind of vicious actually, just very weak defensively with those huge torso hitboxes. So anyway, let's get on to the battlefield and I'll show you that Timberwolves are still worth playing, but yeah, not what they used to be. So let's go. And here we are on Plexus, and with a bracket build like this, you can actually move in front boldly because you have the armor of a 75 tonner, and with the 5 medium pulses, mostly in the arms, you have a good arc of fire. You can deal with lights if they push you, and you can of course support your own light mechs. And finally with the ATMs, you can lay in some missile fire to suppress the enemy or deal damage as you wait for the friendly big guys to catch up. So there we have a enemy commando engaging our lights. So ATMs with a long range, 1176 in this case, allows me to deal some damage. Not much at that range, 1 per missile, but enough to harass the commando and give him troubles. Being distracted by the enemy, or rather the friendly lights, he won't be paying attention to my missiles. Enemy lights are very aggressive, so max range for my MPLs, but a bit of damage never hurts.
Hold, don't chase, our assaults are way behind.
Yep, so I'll hold here.
And they have heavies. Like Delta. If you have speed, go for Delta.
So enemies reinforcing that position. With the Marauder in front, I'm gonna move up pretty soon. Support him.
Lights, go for Delta. Oh, streaks. Or maybe not.
Yeah, that's a rare streak
Delta
Nova Cat.
Cat's a streak boat.
Yes, a very rare streak cat.
Echo Benji.
Yeah, waiting for our assaults.
Team is here, so it's time to move up.
Alright, assaults are here. Let's push forward.
Yep, finally here. 1 line in the rear. Alpha? I think he's a commando.
Can we get clean up on Alpha?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Echo's right there.
Pulses
Keep
do
running.
Pulses do some damage. ATMs too.
Zyd, just run.
Our friendly heavy is like turned
Okay,
around.
those in the front line call targets.
So that's a problem when you turn around to face lights. But most of the enemy is here, the time to deal with them. Hotspot seems to be Epsilon, got a Fafnir over there.
Target the assaults at Epsi. Like the Victor, Foxtrot.
Also Victor, I think they're holding the rear actually with assaults. Hoping that we'll go up the hill so they can shoot our rear. So I'm gonna engage the assaults at Epsi. At least 2 there, the Victor and the Fafnir.
Delta is 1 shot.
Yeah, that street cat is gonna kill every light of us. Gotta take him out. And I did.
Don't stand behind me, please.
Yeah, so that's 3 assaults.
Golf, please.
Standing in the rear, or what was the rear. I think they really wanted to shoot us in the rear as we turned around. But we spotted them, so...
Fox 8.
Gonna make calls and push Charlie. Ice Ferret.
Oh, nice Narc, India.
Yeah, Narc helps. With the high mounts, I can shoot over the hill.
In the right side.
Those big mounts are chunky, a liability defensively, but good offensively. Arms are a bit low, so you could see my pulse lasers hit the ground. Yeah, India's in trouble here. Perfect range for my ATMs.
India's going down.
Friendly Fafnir on my left, so we can deal lots of damage. 2-3 though, for some reason we are behind.
Good kill.
So left torso's already caught. Bad hitboxes.
Oh. Whoever's at Epsi with me, pull back.
Trying to fall back, too much opposition
Guys,
here.
Golf 9.
3-3.
Watch Fox 9, sir.
I'm only left with 3 medium pulses.
Yeah, Hotel Nova Cat.
But with a Fafnir here, 5-4, we are slowly turning it around. Always be aware of the friendlies around you. So keeping the Fafnir near me to draw some aggro. But they still want to shoot me because I'm rear caught.
Would be good to reposition to face Golf 9.
Yeah, some people are not aware, so they're facing the wrong way. Main enemies are there,
Right,
like
torso Golf, Fafnir.
that Fafnir.
Now.
Charlie charging, CT open.
1 Ice Ferret is the big. I want to make him dead.
Kill the fridge.
Yeah,
Push
but,
FC, guys, everybody.
but pulling back a bit. Very
Don't run,
damaged.
guys.
Very damaged. I want them to share their armor. I've done enough. Oh, I almost got that Fafner. One more shot.
New target acquired.
Nope. Not enough. Still alive, that Victor. Smoke on me, gotta run. Strikes tend to hit my rear. So gotta
Push
get
up,
out.
push up.
This Incubus is a nice target. Trying to get his right leg. But don't really want to present my forward
Incubus is legged.
because I'm pretty badly hurt. Oh, but I get the kill.
New target acquired.
So it's mop up time now, 8-4. Regal is fresh.
New target acquired.
There he is. Right, my right torso is, well, falling off soon, and yep, there he goes, pop. Mr. Salty loves when NASCAR gets me. 2 kills, 868. That's how you play this Timber. It does well in this kind of role. Layering in support fire and then moving in to use its 5-beam pulse lasers, which I must emphasize are its main weapons. But as you can see from the caps, 2-2. Enemy is capping Theta, but we are way ahead in points, so we got this. It's just a formality here. That Vapor Eagle loses his leg. That's the guy who got me. And
Target destroyed.
yeah, he's dead. So let's just fast forward as they hunt down the last guy. Anyway, as you could see, this Timberwolf nowadays is pretty okay on the modern day battlefield. Not fantastic. Offensively, pretty darn good actually, with the high mount for the torso missiles and the arms having the low arm actuators. You have a good arc of fire. But defensively, oh, so bad with the side torsos, as I keep whining about it. That ultimately cost me my life in this match. So anyway, finally got that commando, and 12-5 is a decent score.
GG indeed.
I think most important is that everybody had fun, which I think they did. Anyway, let's look at the scores for this Timber. And 868 damage, 2 kills, 2 KMDDs is okay performance, good in fact. 7 components and a match score of, let's take a look, 539. So, disappointing as it is to die in the last match, at least it's a gratifying team win. And most important, everybody had fun, including the enemy team. But being way in front, locating the sneaky enemy assaults in the rear and pressing them with my 5-beam pulse lasers, combining my horrible side torso hitboxes, death is not a surprise. But anyway, right now it's Hibernal Rift, so I'm gonna turn left and join the Charlie Lance, which has a horrible spawn actually. So those fat assaults need some support.
I'll ball up on the assaults. Give them some company.
New target acquired.
Learnboat Delta 3.
Yeah, true enough.
Punchy.
A Haji, and I hope the assaults don't get pushed. So yet again, gonna find this nice spot here. Use the high mounts to lay in some missile fire.
Good kill.
We already one up down.
Targets.
Artillery strike online.
One poor guy in the rear got killed. Covering this spot here.
Target.
There's a heavy. Can I get it? Out of pulse laser range, but the ATMs, no hits.
New target.
Okay, dropship.
Pursuing.
So one awesome
Working
here.
on Foxtrot at a dropship. Awesome.
I'm sure he's not alone. So just nice for my pulse lasers
It's
to
a dropship fight.
hit this rear, ATM range, 2 damage at this range. Moving in. When they're low, always press them.
Awesome right torso.
New target acquired.
Still there, he's not running. Taking cover behind the dropship though. Hopefully our assaults on my left push. We have a good advantage here. The low ground is normally a death trap. There he is. I'll poke his little arm there.
New target acquired.
Kilo.
Kilo comes in to reinforce 4-4. Perfect range on my ATMs and my pulses.
Override.
Firing all generates lots of heat, but gotta keep up the pressure. Ha! Got him.
Push forward 3-1 towards Delta 4. We have an Atlas.
Suddenly an Atlas. They're gonna try push up.
Sorry, I know I'm blocking.
Yeah,
I'm stuck in terrain.
not really stuck,
Atlas right torso.
but
Acquired.
still blocking. Hopefully not too long. So gotta find a way not to block my buddies. But I have such a good position.
New target acquired.
Enemy is falling back. Got another kill. It's time to move forward. So this is the problem with the low ground. If the enemy goes through the low ground, they're exposed to lots of fire. And having pulse lasers in my arms, I can shoot down easily. Still have lots of front armor, so taking another kill there with my missiles and lasers. AMS Kid Fox, but it's okay, that's what my pulse lasers are for. Poor little Vinegator took a bit of team damage as he fell in front of me.
Echo Rifleman.
Yeah, that Rifleman, dual LBs, interesting. Well, 75 tonner, can't really climb this hill, so I'm just gonna run forward again.
Target acquired.
Hunchy there, and there's a slope. Can I go up? Nah, with the arms I'll just shoot them as they run around. Like I said, the arc of fire of the arm weapons is really nice on
Charlie's one shot.
on the timber.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Kid Fox there, can I get a kill? Minimum range, got a bit too enthusiastic.
Target destroyed.
But anyways, you can see
Very nicely done, team. Good push.
the 5 meter pulse lasers are the ones that do the most damage. So far, nobody really tries to push me because sometimes they see ATMs coming out from a timber, they think it's the dual ATM troll version. But it's only ATM 9s, using the tonnage for 5 meter pulse lasers and extra heat sinks. So I think the match is more or less won already. Just 3 more mechs to hunt down. That friendly Dyer is shooting down at something. Don't think I can reach it in time. There he is, Golf. Still fresh, even though I took some fire in the rear. Took it earlier when I was pushing the Kid Fox, but trusting in my structure and armor to soak it in so I can get into a better position. I don't think I'll get to this heavy mech in time. Can I get you, Golf? ATMs up, enough to do that kill assist. Arms are low, shooting the ground. One more pulse. Oh, it wasn't me. Did some damage though. So we are down on caps by just a bit, 3 versus 1 in terms of caps. But 11-7. Last one took a kill. Where is he? By now it's a small map, so easy to cap. So with only 1 mech left to hunt down and a few caps to take, I think it's a good time to round off this video with an evaluation of the Timberwolf on the modern day battlefield. Honestly, is this a viable mech to play nowadays? Yes. And that's because it still has good tonnage for its weapons, good
Delta too,
pods,
roger.
and high mounts for the torsos, even though they are a liability. Oh, the guy got another kill. Anyway, even though they are a liability, able to be picked off easily, they offer advantages like allowing you to shoot over low hills like you saw in this map. And even the Blood S, which everybody loves and considers top tier, has those high mounts also. And the Timber has the advantage of being a 75 tonner. So with enough pod tonnage for weapons, good hard points, good selection of omnipods, you can do quite a lot of builds. And this current build, the ATM Pulse Laser build, is actually honestly pretty common. But I see 2 ATM Trolls, that's the more common build. But I like mine because I'm shifting the focus more onto the medium pulse lasers. So anyway, let's stop the evaluation as we hunt down that last mech. It's a Cicada, so let's kill him.
Let's make it a casualty.
And with a CT so badly caught, all I need is 1 hit.
I think Ender got it. Go Ender, go.
Yeah, but it's tough. Ender might get it, but all I need is 1 blast from my ATMs. Come on, lock on. Pulse lasers hits, ATMs launch, but I blow off his arm instead. Ah, fired my ATMs too early.
Ah, secured the kill. Good job, team.
Yeah, but the pulse lasers, its main weapons of this build, got that last mech. But,
Just need 1 cap.
yep, need 1 cap because it's Conquest.
Come on, Piggy, you're the nearest. You can get to Gamma faster than us.
Yeah, that's Pixlr and it's Fafnir. So anyway, the ending is obvious, so let's fast forward as I evaluate this build. So, ATMs and pulse lasers, pretty common, but I don't recommend the dual ATM trolls because it's pretty hot. And once you get in close, you can't really sustain fire of 5 medium pulse lasers, which I feel is the main strength of this build. So anyway, that's the win. Let's take a look at the scores. So that's a nice close-up view of Pixlr's Fafnir. Look at the Daka and the side torsos. But anyway, at least I didn't die in this match, which is always a concern with a Timber nowadays. So let's look at the damage output. 804 damage, 4 kills is very decent, only 1 KMDD, but not as aggressive as I normally am in this build, or in this match rather. 482 max score, good performance in this Timber.